Hello, I'm going to be talking about transformative learning theory. In this theory, learning is seen as a change in the perspective of the learner or in the learner's frames of reference, their assumptions, values, or feelings about the world. These frames of reference are influenced by social structures, belief systems, and worldview that the learner possesses. But the goal of this instructional design theory is to develop learners who are autonomous thinkers and independent learners. The learner would be able to assess the validity of perspectives and viewpoints that they encounter throughout their educational career and in the workplace. This is at the basis has Meziro's 10 phases. This is a process of transformation that occurs within the learner, starting with encountering a disorienting dilemma, leading them to self-examination and critical assessment of the assumptions and beliefs. Then they lead to recognition of their discontent and a desire to explore new roles and relationships, leading to a planning of a course of action and acquiring the skills and knowledge to implement this plan with trying out new roles and relationships and building self confidence and competence in these roles and relationships, leading to a reintegration of this new frame of reference into their perspective. The benefits of this approach is that it's designed specifically for adult learners. It authentically incorporates real life experiences, leading to an awareness of real life application. The learner is actively involved. The teacher is not the possessor of knowledge that transfers it to the learner. The learner is independently thinking. This leads to deep learning by developing critical thinking skills through reflection, leading to transfer and transformation. This approach seeks to view the learner as a whole person, not just the cognitive domain. It also reduces polarization within discussion. It encourages communication and verbal discourse to resolve internal and external conflicts. Potential shortcomings of this model is that it can be difficult to trigger in instructional design. If the student isn't ready for a disorienting dilemma or isn't convinced it's needed, it can be difficult to make happen. Also, this theory requires a value judgment on the part of the designer. In the effort to free the learner from control, it could be misused to push the viewpoint of one person or one perspective. Additionally, change occurs internally. So success within this model can be difficult to assess in real time because a lot of the learning events are occurring inside the learner. And this process can be overwhelming because transformation gets close to the self concept of a learner and it can challenge their values that they've acquired through their culture or through their primary caregivers or family. So this can be implemented effectively by faculty across a program by designing activities that encourage someone to discover a dilemma within the workplace, do research and assessment, and then implement a new role within their workplace in education. This also can occur by context. So, by structuring a learning environment where the learner is coming out of one context into a different context, can trigger a disorienting dilemma that then the instructor helps them walk through the process of the 10 phases. Within a course, a faculty member can encourage this type of transformative learning through experiential learning activities, such as role play, case studies, film studies, where they encounter perspectives and have to engage in critical reflection and discourse. This can also occur through walking the learner through challenging misconceptions and discussion with their peers who have different viewpoints. In comparing to the 9 events is based on the cognitive sciences, where the 10 phases are based on social sciences. The 9 events is structured like a checklist for the instructor of events that occur within instruction, where the 10 phases are processes that occur within the learner. The goal of the 9 events traditional model is skill mastery through stages of instruction and practice, where the goal of the 10 phases is critical thinking through reflection and discourse. The 9 events is designed to structure the how to do a task, where the 10 phases are concerned with the why, the underlying frameworks. Within the health professions, I would say that the 9 events framework is a more effective framework because it helps with concrete skills and structured practice. Many of the skills in the health professions are concrete skills that the learner needs to possess. The 10 phases still do have a peripheral role in encouraging the learner to engage in reflection, especially in areas like healthcare ethics or answering big questions. Premise reflection, process, and content reflection can be critical. Thank you very much.